Rubber Ducky here. Welcome to episode 2 of the German campaign in Close Combat 3. Your feedback and advice have been invaluable, so keep filling me in as we go. While you're here, click the subscribe button, like the video, and turn on notifications. Leave a comment down below if I'm still making too many mistakes, and help me figure out which units are worth the price. Blitzkrieg Barbarossa, June 26, 1941. Across the entire front, the great German army has smashed through the Bolshevist defenses, inflicting heavy losses in men and equipment. Your new command is a Kampf group attached to the 24th Motorized Division. Your mission is to exploit our breakthrough and drive on to Lvov. You will be advancing through broken terrain, where the many hills, streams, and marshes will provide cover for harassing and delaying attacks. You may also encounter field fortifications in some depth. Directly in front of you is the Soviet 214th Infantry Division, which may have support from artillery and armored units. The enemy's armored units may be using a new tank designated T-34. Blitzkrieg. The war begins. Continue driving on Lvov. Intelligence indicates that the enemy is still fighting with troops that can't measure up to the men of the Wehrmacht. Your objective is to capture one or more of the river crossings, so our panzers and vehicles can continue driving eastward. Your command is still attached to the 24th Motorized Division. The enemy might have armor, even heavy tanks, but the crews are no match for ours. You might want to refit or replace any armor you have in your fighting force. Reconnaissance reports a bridgehead over the river at the northernmost ford. You can deploy at the foot of Hill 121 or send infantry through the forest onto the Bolshevists' flank. Forward observers have sent back word that the hills east of the river cover the bridge and the southern ford as well as the main road to Lvov. However, the shortest route to Lvov is across the southern ford and straight toward Hill 122. Be warned that if you attempt this route, you may be under a constant enemy fire. The German-Soviet non-aggression pact created an uneasy peace in Eastern Europe that both sides knew would not last. Stalin hoped that the German attack would not come until 1944 or later, when the rebuilding Russian army would be ready for them. Unfortunately, Hitler launched his attack in late June 1941 when the Russian troops on the frontier were completely unprepared. Their orders were to avoid provoking the Germans at all costs. This meant withholding fire or taking any other significant military actions until it was too late. Stalin was stunned by the suddenness and ferocity of the attack, and by the extent of his own miscalculation. Secluding himself in a villa outside Moscow, Stalin left his troops to their fate for days. Finally, he emerged, and Stavka attempted to organize the defense. However, years of purges and antiquated weaponry could not be corrected overnight. The German forces drove through Russian defenses at will, turning aside only to encircle large numbers of Russian troops. These great encirclement battles led to the annihilation of virtually all of the first line of Russian troops. Fortunately, the poor armament of these troops meant that the materiel losses were actually less devastating than they appeared to the German army. By the end of July, the German army was well ahead of its schedule, and the German general staff confidently predicted that the war would be over by the winter. Alright, so looks like we're going to have a hill on our left and a hill below us, and then over here is some forest, and I guess that's the hill that they're saying kind of covers the valley. If we come down this road, though, there's a little town, or I don't know, maybe a couple houses down there, so we could use the hill for high ground to look in there. So it looks like we've got 129 requisition points, and our Panzer 35 here has an injured crewman, and we were told in the briefing to upgrade our stuff. So kind of just looking through here, I was told about the detail screen. I didn't even know that was a thing. So it actually tells me what the weapons are, what all their loadouts are. That's interesting. What is that? Okay, smoke grenade, rifle grenade. We have 4 of those. Molotovs. Okay, interesting. Platoon commander has smoke grenade and, oh, hand grenades. Okay. And then what else do we have? We got our tanks. So, what's this? Bow machine gun, main gun, and coax, also an MG37. Okay, cool. Those are things that I need to know, because when I'm looking through this stuff, I wasn't sure where it told me what they all brought to the fight. So let's upgrade this, and it looks like a Panzer 38 is 8 points. So I think we do that. I don't know that we go to a Panzer III. And we actually still have the injured guy. But let's upfit this one to a Panzer 38 as well. I don't know if we can only replace dead crew members and hurt ones just have to take time to heal. So if you know the answer to that, let me know. But let's see. Let me look. Yeah, so there's nothing there. So it is just still the upgrade to the Panzer III. So we take this one, this is our 35. Now we're going to upgrade it. Sorry, I'm still learning how to do all this stuff, so it'll get quicker, I promise. So that's done. And then I think, so we have 114. Let's also upgrade the platoon leader. Oh, we can't go to a command vehicle. All right, let's go to the command team. And that's only 6 points, so that leaves us 108. And then we're going to rename this to Brunner. That was our leader. Someone told me we could rename. I like it, so obviously we've got to do that. This guy's going to lead us to victory. And then, I don't know, do we upgrade the rifle teams? Or, hold on, let's see, we have 100 points. Let's look in the armor. We could take, I kind of like the idea of the 2-centimeter armored car. We don't have Panzerschrecks. I wonder what that's all about. There's no Panzerschrecks. All right. Elite infantry, the only thing's a sniper. He's actually winter equipped, I guess. He's got the little asterisk. So our command team and our sniper are the only things that we have that are available that are winter equipped. So that's something we got to watch out for. Elite armor. There's a light tank with flame. Okay, so flamethrower tank. And no elite support. And regular infantry. So MG34 and I don't know that we need a machine gun right now because they're talking about armor. They're talking about tanks. We need something to deal with their vehicles. So we could take this, but that's like all of our points. That's 81 of our 108. So I don't know that like 27 points leaves us enough to divvy up elsewhere. We could take, let's see, hang on. Panzer III, 5-centimeter gun, more armor than a Mark III, but it's vulnerable to medium tanks and AT guns. Use the Mark IV for the 7.5-centimeter barrel. I don't know. 5-centimeter, 7-centimeter, but why is the Panzer IV cheaper than the 3, but has the 7.5-centimeter versus the 5-centimeter? Which one's better? I would expect more expensive to be better. The armor car is actually surprisingly expensive, but I kind of like the idea of getting the 2-centimeter autocannon. We can use it mostly against infantry. So let's take that. That leaves us 51. We could still take a Panzer 35 here. We have 2 points left. I don't know that we can upgrade anything with 2 points, but I kind of like the idea of loading up with vehicles and then having a little bit more, I don't know, like starting firepower so that as we get into the meat of the campaign or the meat of the fights, we've got an advantage and we're not scrambling to try and replace infantry units with vehicle units. I'm also not quite sure about the campaign, how it plays out, because this operation says there's 3 battles in 5 days or something like that. So I don't know if we keep these units and go to the next fight with them, but that's something we'll figure out or somebody will tell me in the comments. And then if we do refit this, oh, well, that actually answers that question. We can't refit it. There's nothing to upgrade to, I guess. So I guess we'll take these. All right, so I think we're going to start with our vehicles back a little bit. I do like the idea of putting like some infantry and tanks down here somewhere. Not quite sure where, but I guess we can go down here to the hill because they're not on it. And we'll take like one of the rifle squads down here. And then I think that's kind of just our kind of small little flanking force. We'll see what's down there. If it's not a big deal, maybe we move everyone this way. But, ooh, not that close, though. I don't want them, like, visible on the ridge. But this might give us a decent chance to see what's down here at the bridge. Now, more up here, I'm going to pull our armored car to the back. And he's got high ground. And then I don't know exactly how we're going to do this, but we're going to pull these guys just back a little bit and move the infantry up here. I don't know what this... Is that a fence or a ledge? Like, what are we looking at there? Are we on, like, a cliff? I don't know. We're pulling them back here a little bit. Hopefully they're kind of, you know, tucked away and everything's okay right there. Once we see what's going on, then we can figure out how and where to move them. Let's move the tank not on top of them in case they try to mortar the tank. Hopefully it doesn't actually hit the infantry. I also don't know what kind of AT we're going to face. Apparently we've been getting shot at with 14 millimeter AT rifles. That's kind of been a problem. But if they've got like an AT gun, I don't want them missing the tank and hitting the infantry. Okay, no immediate chaos. I do want to wait and see if they advance a little bit. I mean, I don't want to just sit here, but we'll give them a few seconds and see if anybody shows up. I'm going to start moving these guys down, though. He can cover this. Except for that, I'm going to move him down just a tiny bit. I don't know, right here, just to get that tree out of his way. If he can cover all three of those buildings, then I feel fine with the infantry moving down there. At least so far, the tanks have been very dangerous for infantry, so I like the chances of our tank covering our guys if they're crawling. All right, so... we're going to point him at the buildings just so his frontal armor's there. And then we'll throw him on defend. Just like that. Back up here, nothing's happening. So I'm torn. I don't want to move the infantry across and get shot, but at the same time, I don't want to drive my tank into an ambush. So I think as much as these guys are soft targets, we're going to have to lead with them and just use the armor in a support role. Oh, here it comes. See, we start moving and there's the mortars. Are they missing the infantry or are they actually shooting at the tanks? All right, we're going to move this tank up just a little bit. We're looking for the mortar team before it messes us up. And I was going to keep him back a little bit, but I can't afford to wait for the infantry to get there first. So hopefully they can support each other. That tank just got hit. Move him down here. It doesn't say... I mean, it says the driver's injured, but it doesn't say the tank's damaged. Okay, tank moving across. Maybe we move him up just a little bit more so that the crossing's all clear. I still don't see anything that is any sign of an enemy unit. Let's get the armored car out of the way because they are dropping mortars on it. So I don't know if that's their target, but I don't want it to be there. You guys get across the river. I guess go a little further. There we go. And... What? Direct hit on... Okay. Alright. We got unit up here on the hill somewhere. There it is. Who can see it? Oh, our tank down south shooting at it. Alright, we're going to drive this guy up here. More infantry on the road. Ooh. Our guys are getting hit. I guess they're just getting shot at. They didn't actually get hit, but they're freaking out. Now they're getting hit. Get going, get going. Nope, not shoot. Move up there. Let's see. Fast, let's go. Quick, run across the river. No line of sight on the mortar team, so wherever they are, it's somewhere either we just don't see or they're way in the back. Alright, these guys are moving. I've kind of neglected the guys down south, but we actually have a casualty here. A lot started happening here, so we'll go back to the guys down south in just a second. Make sure everybody here makes it across. Alright. I want to go back to kind of taking our time getting up the hill, because we don't know what's up there or on the other side of it. But I need everybody to be out of line of sight of the mortar. Whoever's spotting for them, we need to hide behind this hill. So you guys move up here. Alright, back to this. So you guys clear these buildings. The tank doesn't see anything, and nobody shot at them. So I'm pretty sure they're clear. But just to be safe. Nobody moving at the bridge. I think we move the tank down here to kind of cover the bridge. And then we'll figure out where this guy's going to go. I don't know if we're going to let the infantry lead up or if we're just going to kind of get the tank to the hill. I wonder if we take him up here and at least just peek over it. Because I hate for them to just get mortars dropped on them again. So you follow suit. You guys maybe stage behind. And I don't know, we'll have them hold up right here where the other team was. So that way they can still see into the valley. All right, you guys, that's all clear. Keep going. I do like the waypoint queuing, so that's going to be nice. And I will get the hang of this. It's just a little bit more different, you know, kind of intense than what I'm used to. So I gotta take my time just a little bit. See, they see our infantry again. I don't know. Move the tank. Keep going. I didn't want to move him up that far, but I don't want him to be a stationary target. You guys just all get behind the hill. Go, go, go. Ooh, that was louder. He's got to be over here to the right somewhere. I don't see him on this hill, and we have line of sight on it, it looks like. So we're going to cross that bridge. We'll have the infantry support the tank in the south. I'm kind of feeling like most of their units are up here to the top. Just based on what's being shot at and that, like, I don't feel like anybody cares about what's going on at the bottom. So I'm not even sure if they have a spotter down there. This looks pretty clear. I'm not sure how our line of sight works here, because, like, this is pretty open, and we don't see anybody. Oh, wait, we see something. We see something. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Okay. Platoon leader. Oh, yeah, gun him down. So, that right there, like, we didn't see that guy until just now, but, like, we've been in this open area for a minute, so... Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. Do we have way worse, like, situational awareness? He can't see. Get him up there. You guys follow suit. Get up there. I don't know. They're gunning him down. I hate to move this guy close to the buildings, but that might be what we have to do. Let's get him just over here by the fort. What's going on? Oh my gosh. How? What? They can't see him. Move. Oh nope. I got the whole squad. I still got the whole squad. I gotta change it. No, just one. Everybody move back. Oh my gosh, this is what's gonna get me killed. I've got them all selected. Just one squad. There we go. Brunner, get back. You guys get up there. No, crawl back. Don't get shot. See, they were hiding in... Oh, okay. See, so they were hiding right there in the riverbed, and I didn't see them for the longest time. That's my bad. I should have cleared that area before moving their armor support up. But these are the little things that I'm going to have kind of holding me back for now. As we move on and I get the hang of it, get some more experience, I think I'll be able to figure that out and do better. I didn't expect them to surrender the map right there, but, you know, we'll take that before we get gunned down. So I see we have a major victory, and I see our force strength is expected. His force is expected. I'm not sure how all that works. And then in the operation, we've got plus 10 in our force strength. They've got plus 20. I don't know. We're facing a major defeat. They're facing a major. Somehow there's a major defeat going on right now. I'm not sure what that means operationally, really. It might not matter until we play the next battle. But I also don't know what the operation tournament score is and the battle tournament score works. So feel free to explain all that if you know how I read that and what relevance it has to me. But let's look through our roster and see what everything looks like in there. So it looks like all of our health is okay for the most part until you get down to the second rifle squad. Morale is kind of wavering a little bit in some places, but we're losing health there. Okay, so there's one guy that's injured. So I guess the single Red Cross, do they ever come back from that? Is that lost for good? Does that guy heal? Let me know if you know the answer to that. I've seen the Yellow Cross, and it seems like those guys still stay in the fight, just injured. So, like, there's one there. There's our tank driver. He's injured. And we've got a KIA from the armored car. Unfortunately, the leader there didn't make it, so we've got the crew, but he's dead. And then let's look at our kills. So, it starts us back at the bottom. Tank's got 5 soldier kills. Actually, that's it. Just the tanks have kills. Medals. It looks like just wound badges for our injured guys. Nobody got any other badges or medals of any sort. So, nothing really to see there right now. So, let's just touch on a few things before we wrap this one up. These seem like they're going to be longer videos. So my questions for you, the viewer, is Do you like having the pre-mission briefings and all the details gone into? I will continue adding chapters, so if you want to skip, then by all means find the parts that you want to see. But if everyone seems to prefer skipping that stuff, then I can show the requisition and just begin the battles. The pre-fight stuff won't always be this long either. I didn't notice the history or the briefings in episode 1, so I threw them in now. Obviously, I don't need to go over that all the time every battle. So I would do it at the start of the first episode in that operation, but then just read the battle briefing if you're interested in it. So leave a comment down below if you want it or if you want me to ditch it. I've been given a ton of great feedback and advice in the comments on the first video, so I'm trying to take all of it in and absorb it. If I'm still doing something or not doing something, it doesn't mean I'm not hearing you. I'm just being dumb and I'm trying to adapt. Don't stop offering advice because that's how I'm going to get better. It may just take a few fights to do it. For now, that's going to be the end of episode 2. Click the subscribe button and follow along. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.